everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, today we're going to jump in and take a look at what I'm going to call, at least for now, the final review of the Department 56 2024 Halloween and fall releases. I forgot to show you this one the other day. I just recently picked it up when I was out at Millie's teaching the class, and this one is an accessory set called Ghouls and Goblins. It's a set of 3 resin witches that would go perfect in your witch hollow scene, or just perfect in any vignette you want to create with a witch hollow piece, or just into a spooky town or a Halloween village that you decide to create. These would be great accessories to go into that mix to kind of showcase at least the witchiness of the village. So with that, let's jump off the tripod and take a closer look at this 2024 Department 56 Halloween accessory. Okay, so we always start with a box, and like all the other boxes, this one is the same for this year. The little back flap inside cover, when you raise it up, it says we all have a little witch in us, which is kind of cool. You can see on the front that the way they've kind of got these showcased is with some, looks like some vials of poison or elixir or whatever that is, potions in the background with a candle. Just, I mean, any way you want to display these would be great. They're good all by themselves. They're fairly large, quite honestly, and very detailed with the paint job and the little ornaments that they have on them. As you can see, this is a set of 3 resin accessories. If you're going to buy this retail, this would set you back $60, which is not too awful bad for 3 accessory pieces, and I think you'll agree once you see them that they're pretty good. So with that, let's jump in and take a look at them. Okay, so we'll kind of go just an overview real quick, and then we'll jump in a little for a little more detail. So one of the pieces you get is obviously a witch or a ghoul, or maybe even a goblin, I'm not sure. But they have a sort of a long coat on with a big chain belt, and that is a real chain that kind of goes back and forth there. You can kind of see that. Holding a broom, standing up, all resin. I love the way the resin looks on these pieces. Very detailed paint job. We'll take a better look at that here in a moment. The next piece, very cool, very detailed. We'll zoom in just a little bit on her. She's got an actual heart or a ruby sort of a pendant hanging around her neck. It's an actual little jewel that's set in there. It sparkles and shines. It looks really good. Incredible paint job on them all. She's holding her broom a little bit sideways there. Just a very detailed piece. Again, all resin, but the paint job is really, really good on all 3 of these. And then the third and final is a smaller in stature, probably a child would assume, either a ghoul or a goblin or what have you. And he or she is riding their broom, or at least straddling it. You can see the cape kind of flying out behind them, and it looks like they are getting ready to take off and fly around to see what kind of trouble they can get in. So very good paint job on all of these. So speaking of that, let's take a little bit of a closer look. I'm going to put these up here on this box so we can kind of zoom in a little closer and really appreciate the detail. So you can see the face there is very well done on this piece. The paint job is just second to none on most of the pieces I've seen for 2024 are like that. You turn on this side, same amount of detail, even underneath the piece in the back, the cape, the broom, the belt, everything is just very well done and very detailed. So no issues on the paint on any of these. Just a real good resin accessory that would, again, go great in any part of the village you wanted to include them in. I'll bring the next one up. She's a little bit taller. We'll kind of start at the bottom around the base. You can see the detail there on the grass and the leaves. I mean, look at the detail on the broom handle itself. You've got various shades of brown with some highlighting there. You've got, the head of the broom that's just very detailed and very well done. And then as we get up to her, a little bit higher up, you can see that jewel there is just kind of sparkles when the light hits it just right. You can kind of see that, I think. Looks pretty good there. A very good attribute to her. And then if you look at her a little bit closer into the face, just a very, very well done paint job through her whole head, face, hair, and just the whole nine. So she's detailed all the way around, all the way down. Her dress sort of flows. It looks like she's sort of spinning, or the wind's maybe blowing it, or what have you. It's just a very, very well done piece that I think you'd be very, very pleased to have in your collection. And then as we go to the last piece, again, very detailed. And I think this is one of the goblins, or I think it's a dude. I'm not sure though. It doesn't really make a difference, but you can kind of see the way he or she is looking. Again, very detailed. I like the chain that's wrapped around the robe. You've got, even the buttons are very clear and noticeable. The face is incredibly detailed, as you can see. And my camera keeps jumping as I try to get closer. You can even see the little mark there on the side of the face. Just very, very well done. And again, this is painted very well all the way around, even at the bottom of the robe with the designs of the moon and the symbols and things like that on the robe. Itself looks really, really good. The broom itself looks great. Again, the hat, just an overall really, really good piece for 2024. I don't think you can go wrong with picking up this set if you haven't got it already, because this would add so much ambiance to any, especially if you collect Witch Hollow. This is sort of a must-have for you, I would think, as it is for me. So hopefully you've enjoyed this better and more detailed look at these three accessories for 2024. Again, this is the Ghouls and Goblins, a set of 3 resin accessories for your Halloween village. Okay, so what a cool accessory piece to add to your village this year. But the Ghouls and Goblins three-piece resin set, to me, again, because I collect Witch Hollow, is a must-have. They would go perfectly, as you would imagine, into any part of that scene, whether you wanted to create the whole entire village again, or just piece certain pieces out and to create, maybe a smaller vignette. You can't go wrong with putting these types of pieces into that setting. These would go well into Trick or Treat Lane. They would go well into a spooky town sort of a display. Again, these are pretty versatile pieces that I think these are the kind of pieces that I enjoy collecting, because you can use them in various pieces of your Halloween displays. And so you get a lot, I think, kind of bang for your buck in accessory pieces like this. So hopefully you found this review helpful. If you haven't picked this piece up yet, let me know in the comments what you think. If you're going to pick it up, if you've already got it, what you think about it, where you're going to use it this year. And if you've liked this video, like always, make sure you click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It helps the channel to grow. It helps me personally, and it keeps me motivated to keep coming back and producing these videos, and hopefully helping our community decide which pieces are worthy of your hard-earned dollars. That's the goal of trying to do some of these review videos. So we've got another one coming up real soon. Not a review video, but we did make some progress on the crafting room, so that one's coming up. So until we talk again, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you again real soon.